state capital. This is your Capital Connection.
Welcome to the first edition of Capital Connection in this new year and the first in a new decade. I'm Mark Maxwell. With the new year brought with it a new birth of freedom in Illinois, the freedom to get high. The rollout of recreational marijuana drew big crowds and long lines at pot shops across Illinois Wednesday morning as customers stood outside hoping they could get their hands on some before the limited supply ran dry.
I might try one. It's legal in Illinois.
Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton was one of the first customers to buy legal marijuana in Illinois.
We know that people had been using cannabis previously, and now it will be safe, it will be regulated.
Her former House colleague, Jahan Gordon Booth, predicted the social stigma associated with cannabis won't last long.
People that participate in this can participate in using a product in the very same way that you would go to a wine store and get your local Cabernet on a Friday night.
But addiction recovery expert Zach Levin told WGN's Patrick Elwood marijuana may present other health risks yet unknown, just like cigarettes and alcohol.
Legalizing recreational cannabis use means that it is then safe to consume. I think we're at a similar place as where we were with nicotine. If you look at nicotine use in the past 10 to 20 years, there's been a new perception of the health risks. Yet, in this country, physicians used to tell their patients to smoke cigarettes. Past 10 to 20 years, now we understand there's a lot of health risks associated with that.
For decades, medical experts lacked enough data to do much meaningful research on the long-term effects of marijuana. But now, an industry that was already thriving underground is coming into the clear light of day with an eye-popping first day of sales. On New Year's Day, long lines circled cannabis dispensaries in Collinsville.
It was absolute madness. It was thousands of people here.
In Champaign.
I know yesterday some of the people said that it was a 9-hour wait.
In Canton.
Prohibition is finally over.
And in Chicago.
We waited in line for about 4 hours.
All told, the first day of legal pot sales delivered a windfall for a budding industry.
I'm pleased to announce that there were 77,128 transactions yesterday and sales totals of $3,176,256.71.
That is a lot of green and a lot of taxes.
We were told that the real revenue estimate's probably going to be in the neighborhood of $3 to $5 million directly to the city.
Well, the taxes are outrageous, but you're going to pay for that because we've got a lot of stuff to fix in Illinois, but it's a good way to start it. And I went there, it was quite a bit difference in price, and then I found out what they were taxing in here, but it's still worth it to be able to do it, legally within the lines and not feel bad about it.
Kind of expected it. I checked it online, saw what the rules were, saw what the percentage for tax rate for each item was. I came back a second time, so obviously it wasn't too bad for me. You can't keep buying from the streets if you want to support legalizations.
As pot shops start to collect sales taxes, the state gears up for a second wave of recreational licenses. This time set aside for business owners or employees from communities most harmed in the war on drugs.
If we did what every other state did, which was just open the door wide open and allow anybody, just hand out licenses, that there would only be a select number of folks who got them. This is very intentionally different. So the application process is designed to actually incentivize equity applicants, people who were from communities and most impacted by the prohibition of the activity that we've just made legal.
And Governor Pritzker pardoned 11,000 people with low-level cannabis convictions, the first wave of many in a push to clear nearly 800,000 records, and to give people who were busted for pot a fresh start.
Have the state's attorneys in all the counties who are being notified of, everybody that's got convictions and encouraged to take those to their courts to have those records expunged.
The new legal industry does come with some hurdles at the counter.
It's been done before with the state and everything because everything in Illinois is so regulated. So you can't just let people in. You actually have to go through a state portal and make sure that they're an adult.
They're queued inside once they're checked in, ID is scanned and they're in. We're having them fill out their order form to help smooth that process and streamline that process and then get it back to the vault where we dispense the medicine and try to keep the line queuing as seamless as possible.
But once customers left the store with product in hand, they couldn't stop raving.
Well, it was a wonderful day because they finally legalized it in Illinois.
I'm very happy. Very happy.
we've been waiting for a long time.
You know, being a boomer, I never thought this day would come.
I think there's a lot of good personal benefits for it, obviously from the medical side and then just for recreation. I think it's a God-given right.
The convenience to be able to walk in and just get what you need and not worry about getting in trouble for it all the time is really great.
I really just love to get high and relax.
If you do decide to get high and you need to go somewhere, get a designated driver. That's the warning from the Department of Transportation and from law enforcement, who pulled people over for driving under the influence in the western suburbs of Chicago. WGN's Marcella Raymond reports police in Carroll Stream are already testing cheek swabs as an alternative to drawing your blood.
Keep it there for 5 minutes so the saliva builds. Then the tester will show if you have THC in your system. 10 nanograms is the legal limit, just like 0.08 is the legal limit for alcohol. The results aren't admissible in court yet, and it's a voluntary test. Carroll Stream has done 15 so far this year and is still waiting for some results.
When we come back, could blood tests put sober drivers behind bars for DUI? We talk to law enforcement about their plans to crack down on cannabis in cars. That's next.